Hello, everyone. We're starting up announcements, so.
It's not. Good luck.
Sparkle on.
So, yeah. Honestly, just standard shit. I think that's like all the important stuff. Realistically. Yeah, same map, same
Hi, Baron.
shenanigans.
How's
Hi.
it going? I'm doing fine. I woke up late today.
Time of day. The map's nighttime. I don't want to bullshit this daytime. Let's be fucking real. Yeah, nighttime. Vampires go crazy.
Take it off. I'm just looking back.
Actually might be a toggle.
Sparkle
Swag, yeah,
on.
because otherwise I'd have to be in my German DM model that could technically make it daytime, but then I wouldn't be able to run the thing I'm gonna do. So.
Oh, also,
Yeah.
Nighttime.
Sithical said that I could add spells to my sheet and then just send them.
It's just nighttime the next day.
So
It's just totally.
I'll probably try to come up with more ideas this week.
And you're gonna to the next day at night. Totally.
Yeah, you guys have gone on that nocturnal sleep schedule shit.
That's my girlfriend you're tapping the glass of.
You know, day broke, you went, nah, fuck this one.
Vampires are thriving right now.
No, Lucy, you gotta tap this glass in my
vampire.
back.
Right
You're so right. Dum, 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 dum.
You're fucking it up. You're fucking it up. What did you do?
That is
Did you
all the
break it?
important shit. As before,
Oh.
the world itself does have different speeds. I'm not monitoring that shit. Do it yourself. If you think your character's fast, pick the fast one. If they think they're slow, pick the slow one. Not my thing to monitor. Not my system. Not my anything. There is a box on spawn, so once you're in the map itself, like through the box, that is when RP starts. If you want to have your little conversations, whatever, prep yourself, do it in the box. Once you're in map, we're just going. We're gonna just get it running. I still have the map, thank fuck. Yes.
I'll be so honest with you.
Any emergency
I
questions
woke
or
up
whatever,
2 hours
I can
ago.
answer some shit obviously in the box. In
Lucky bitch.
the world, I will be hanging around there just for a bit.
This is what I get for staying awake for over 24 hours.
Lucy,
Nothing urgent.
I'll be so honest with you.
I don't know.
Hours ago.
I love you.
Honestly,
It's not my
that's
fault I
just
woke
to
up at
fuck
4
up,
a.m.
not to
and then
people, like, people have
everyone
that
was
sleep,
talking to me
sleep,
until
yeah,
like
I will
6.
hard target them to knock them out first. You
What?
can do sleep RP, just actually sleep.
What? Oh no!
But I got a sleeping disorder, so I'm always down for
Mythrin,
I will
look out.
hard
The
target
Dark
those
Paladin
that are
is
sleepy.
using all 8 of his attacks on
Not
you.
actually, I'm not monitoring that.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Everyone is equal opportunities getting fucked over.
Mythrin, look out. He's used his instant paralysis spell. You can no longer move.
Alright, have a good one, everyone. Get fucked.
So just fucking
Alright, here we go. Woo! Woo! What the fuck, a seagull?
whenever you're ready. I mean, it is a group instance, even if you
Alright.
miss the portal, you're fine.
But I hope everyone's having a good day.
No.
As I said, once you're out of the box and into the main world, like out of the spawn box, then RP is officially going. I'll be back in I'm going down to my usual DM question section.
Sparkle on.
In an invisible avatar.
Da 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 da.
We gotta make ourselves.
DM menu.
Give ourselves
Did you put one for
some-
mine or no?
Music.
I don't think. No, you didn't.
Whoa.
No, I don't have one. No, you're good.
Oh,
No.
if
Da da
you're
da
so
da 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 da. Alright, so today's gonna be fun. We know that we're gonna be fighting something big. And I quote, "It's not a Dark Paladin this time." That's terrifying because if you know about the Dark Paladin fight, it was kind of a 1v8 and it almost killed all of us. You can't even steal his fucking lantern. I gotta charge my hip tracker because I forgot to charge that. That's something karma. But yeah. Day number 26 in the chamber. They still don't know I'm here, but when they do, they're going to be surprised.
Alright. Everyone else is outside, I take it.
I'd assume either that or still asleep.
I'm gonna check on them.
But of course. That one is going to be useful. Healing magic is always important to have. Ew, that's a fucking bot that had the link actually work. That's bold. One fucking second, actually. I'm getting rid of that bot. I need to get on my phone to fix that because of how my streaming shit works, but... Oh, wait, no, I can't even do that anymore. But I'm gonna remember to get rid of that. Because, Jesus fucking Christ, that's... Actually... That caught me off guard. Alright. Oh, Pushy's here. We're instantly, like, a good bit better. I think that helps me remember to ban some new phrases.
So what are we doing? We're just staying here all day?
Yes, I recall. If I recall, we're simply holstering down for as long as we can for a moment to recover after the almost death. And everything else, of course.
Nah, I'm still mad about that. I'm just so sick of people lying in general.
Yes, it's a very difficult thing, and I believe that all of us could learn a thing or two about how it works. Because it's clear that telling the truth is just going to get us fucking killed.
I'll not stoop to their level if it's a possibility.
Yes, stoop to their level in which way? Surviving?
Lying to their face and then stabbing them in the back when it's convenient.
Yes, but that's the way this world works, unfortunately. Either we play by it, or we get stabbed in the back ourselves.
It's the only way people know how to survive these days.
Exactly.
I'll leave the lying to the people who are good at it.
Then you better hold your tongue more than that druid does. Can we agree upon that much?
Fine.
Good. At least we're able to function in this way.
Hold my tongue, I don't want to bite it.
Of course you can't.
I got a very sharp teeth.
Yes, I'm aware.
How's the
Injury's fine.
I haven't actually.
Don't worry.
Okay.
We have some excellent healers amongst our party.
Fair. What? Pretty bad.
Thank you very much.
I tried to stop it, that wasn't very quick though.
It'll be good. Don't worry. Things have been situated. No reason to dwell.
Oh yeah, are y'all fine? I saw that the vampires all ran off last night.
Yeah, we got blood.
That's good, right?
It's from rabbits and stuff.
Those who get fed?
I don't have a preference.
Okay.
That is
Looks
blood.
like that's the case. I've asked the vampires. Seems you have no difference in taste. Blood is blood, you say.
It's not always true.
I was about to say the dragon blood was different taste.
Wait, are you a vampire too? And I'm only finding this out now.
No, I just know from it being said to me.
Okay.
There is one thing for us to do well on. The man who would trying to take in our lives and get the information. We have no idea what able he was to confide in his superiors. If it's any news from the drow that was once in our party,
Very quiet.
the Dark Lord is able to see through his minions' eyes. It is possible whatever he saw has already been given to those of the army.
It also depends on which individual the person is. All of his minions don't have that ability. That would be far too taxing.
Not
If every
saying
foot
single
soldier-
one has them, I'm simply saying it's an opportunity.
Exactly.
You have no clue if it's there or not. I guess all we can do is just act as if it were. Best to be overly cautious than underzealous.
But of course.
I think the best assumption is anyone we run into is likely going to have rather compassionate feelings towards the Dark Lord for one reason or another. So we should likely not go about telling them exactly what it is we're up to. If anything, we're just a bunch of ragtag travelers out on the road. Maybe our, I don't know, collective homes burned down or something. Stretch the truth.
Good
Tell
call.
them what's really going on.
Admittedly, we've been nothing more than nomads wandering about. We haven't exactly given much of a care to, well, watch our words and heed who are around. And bluntly, most people we find aren't exactly much for words to begin with. Only recently we have to start trying to play the part, I suppose.
It is
The harsh
simpler
lesson.
if you simply keep it simple.
Right, choice words, don't go into much depth. We'll praise the Dark Lord.
Something like that. Until we don't have to, or, that.
If anything, just don't even mention the Dark Lord. Why waste our breath? Everyone knows him.
So the world works, and all revolves around him. So
But if it is anything, our party does have some notoriety already. The group that has slain a Dark Paladin has already gone around the world. some people have brought it up since we got to other towns and cities. While it doesn't seem like quite have the faces of us recognized or the names, our excursion, nonetheless, has been gaining popularity. It's thereof.
I think just seeing a group of weird people wandering just brings up, like, a lot of questions.
Weird, and what
Nomadic groups
component
aren't exactly super common.
of our delightful company is weird?
I'm not blind. I know I don't look like the normal person. And we have
What
like
do you mean? You're
three
very
vampires.
atypical. Little
yes,
sharp
those.
around the edges, but otherwise, you don't look like anyone else I've met.
Maybe with like 3 tarps.
We're certainly a harder group to blend in, but so is the case.
Oh, the time comes for negotiations. Just leave me in the back. I'm not good at lying.
One
thing
thing
to
to
do,
get you killed out here, you know.
Yeah, I'm up there.
He continuously complains about it, so I think that's going to be best that we just make sure that they shut up anytime that it is someone else that we do not trust immediately or approaches. Or else he's going to get us all decapitated in some shape or form.
Just make sure to get a proper assessment of whomever it is you're speaking to. And generally, I guess just don't trust them.
I suppose we just have been somewhat lucky most of the time. Anyone who does work with the Dark Lord tends to just attack first, questions later. This is our first time dealing with some kind of espionage, I suppose you could say. Well, still, good lesson. If there's any bright side to this all, harsh reminder.
Was about to say if it was the first time, it's a lesson to be learned, so just take it as you will.
As you'll be more continuous as the days go on.
And at least to someone so normal. Usually some bizarre cultist of an army of slaves willing to throw their lives away for, I don't know, even a mild hint of recognition.
Exactly. Usually their fervency is pretty worn on their skin. Otherwise,
That's
they seem
preferable.
Easier when they're just bleakly and obviously, you know, someone to be slain.
What's he running about for?
There's a person on Mars. You know, on your appearance, disguise magic does exist.
Does?
Hands up on it would be easier
Hey
said than
guys,
done.
we got guests.
Magic.
Guess how? Target town.
There he is.
Suppose, what we talked about?
I'll be quiet.
Salutations.
Finally saw it, yes.
Whom do we owe the pleasure?
Two fans, sister.
I see. Well, if we had a fire, I would invite you to sit before it, but clearly we do not. So, please, if you might introduce yourselves as such.
Is that
Our
another
chairman
fucking
would
vampire?
appreciate lowering any tensions in the air.
I'll go first.
Nobody. What the ever-loving fuck is that?
Ah. As I foretold.
Hi, Wendy.
Name's Usambi. We are mutual acquaintances of a familiar face, yeah. And this is Tor. They don't talk much.
Fuck. I have my weapon.
have,
Thank you. I think I'm gonna need it. I got my weapon
Provide
drawn.
assistance, yeah,
Oh,
and observe.
is the horse not real?
Take it as you will.
Observe. Observe what?
Y'all's great work, man.
Great work.
Might you elaborate?
Mutual acquaintance, sister. Just being amongst you mostly. Has pinged a interest in what you are doing. They are preoccupied with keeping a balance of sorts. We all that they can provide.
A mutual acquaintances center you two.
I see. I think.
Don't rack your brain too much on this, sister. It is not that deep.
It is a simple matter, yes.
Is it now?
Very.
One question might be Gaia, but I'm uncertain. Either that or... Dear Druid and all. Remember. Actually,
Despite them speaking in circles, seems like they know the greater picture of the group.
it does seem the case.
Maybe you should
What is he, a vampire or a human for this one? And I can only assume the undead with the other.
Traveling goodbye to Revna. Know of anyone that might fit
Friends.
or mention anyone of the sort?
You can see me, can't you?
Traveling with her for a while now.
I thought so.
Done that before.
Rapidly sent to try to die then. Imagine
what happened to the
that would
trust
be the
place.
case, most likely.
Next time we should be more wary.
I think she's still resting anyway, so
Then I
let
mean,
her
I'm
have
keeping
that
an eye
rest.
on that.
Of course, we would not want
They
to
prove to be
interrupt.
a problem
As we have onto you.
then we take them out.
Wow.
I feel like I've been following.
Well, please let us not stand so far apart with hands on hilts and all that manner. And come forward, we can all speak in a more civilized manner, should we choose to do so.
If so say, sister.
You continuously call her your sister.
So you say your purpose in coming here on your tenure is to observe us? Possibly travel alongside?
Yes, man. Simple as that.
Is he trying to be Jamaican?
I mean, to be fair, we have acquired a number of strange attachés in, I suppose, less fortuitous manners than this. My own addition was certainly merely
If you-
speculation.
If you plan on following, you gotta help.
You have a question, you may as well just.
We don't have the supplies to feed 2 more mouths or 1 more mouth. I don't know.
Supplies will not be a issue, man, for us. Besides some occasional results of your work afterwards from me, man. We are very low supplying. We all have our secrets, man. In due time, we will reveal it to you. But as the balance calls, and as you have secrets, we'd like to keep it a little protected for now.
Gotcha. More people eaters. That's good to know. You'll have to share.
You say you know of us, correct? You say you came to observe, correct?
Yes, man.
Mutual party, who is it? If we are both mutual, we could be aware of them.
What I'm trying to ask here is you've been following us, then, correct? Have you noticed anyone else, then?
The ways we follow Mon, very few can travel. But no, we have not.
You've not seen anyone else following us?
What do you know of our party?
Actually, let's put a pin in that. Go inside if we're going to communicate further about that. If we're going to be expecting someone, better not do it out in the open. Indoors now.
I agree, Mon.
I didn't ask for your agreement. Don't leave them waiting. I don't trust them by themselves. Identities now. We didn't get either of your names, and if you're going to be following us, we should be aware.
They did get both their names, actually.
Did they? I
In the
didn't.
beginning.
I didn't
Gotta pay
hear.
attention more.
Well, I suppose for brevity's sake, how about you repeat it for us? Make sure we can drill to our heads.
No one wants you here, Hedgehog. Why don't you shut the fuck up?
I am Yushambi, mate. Yushambi. Pronounce it however you wish, Mon. My associate here is Tor. She rarely speaks, but she observes.
Understood. Now, mutual acquaintance. If it's so mutual, we could be aware of them, correct?
You're very much aware of them, Mon.
Yes, we're aware of plenty of individuals here, and plenty of individuals watching us. You're going to be more precise. And much more formal.
Who is this mutual person that we know of? Just spit out the name and it'll be over with, and we know whether or not to trust you. That's what he's trying to ask.
We are somewhat bound to not quite straightforward the verge, Mon, who it is. But I can answer your want with a riddle.
Shoot, I guess.
What follows you most dearly everywhere you go? What's the one thing that ends every fight, every action, every inaction, every life?
Oh,
That
great.
is your answer, Mon.
Fuck's sake.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Acquaintance, a less literal one.
Well, alright, that explains everything. Just be aware is... We can tell that you're undead. The other one is... Are they a vampire? Tor, I believe the name was, yes? Human, then.
They said they have their secrets. That's not Brian.
We should be aware of what resources we need to divulge to them if they're going to be here.
They also said earlier.
I know.
Taking any brigand without questions.
That's fair.
Stop fucking trusting everyone. You saw what happened yesterday. Now hold your tongue and let us actually question them instead of you
Mythrin.
protecting them.
Let's not fight amongst ourselves either. We can find a nice interlude here. Everyone is keeping their secrets, but there is some that they should be divulging. So we know what we're
Exactly.
getting into.
I require sleep.
Good. Simple.
Are
That's
there any
all that
other
we required.
traits to yourself we should know regarding whatever it is you may be? We do not have any surprises or up-and-cominses should you go into a sudden blood craze or require many souls every fortnight or something.
After you do whatever you do to those that you in life, I want a final look at them. That's all I require, Mon.
Do you take something from them when they go? Or do you just wish to look upon their faces as they die?
A bit of both, Mon. A bit of both.
You have a verdict to give here?
No. We understand all that I believe is required. Any other questions in mind? Jaxith?
I've got all mine answered already.
Alright.
We've brought people into our party with less questions. I just
Of
suppose a
course.
reason for more on edge.
Oh, alright. Both of you may wish to be careful moving forward throughout the day. We plan on staying here until we have someone following it. That's being our guide, guiding us forth. I believe that we're going to be having a bit of a continuous talk in here, and I do not believe that either of you would wish to be a part of it. Feel free to converse with the others.
Thank you, Mon.
Get going, Death. So we have the Avatar of Death following us now.
That's what it was?
Yes. He
so I
works for
was
some
assuming
sort of
the same
entity of
thing.
death, or perhaps the literal concept of death itself.
It would make sense. I doubt that he himself is that, but a follower of it.
Or
Well-
more aptly simply, he's someone who just likes death. He follows it, whether it's a
With
thing
the
or
Lich
not.
King and my book, it would make sense that Death would be interested. We've denied enough. Well, natural death as is.
Indeed.
We'll likely deny much more.
Right.
If that actually was the case, then he'd be more after the Dark Lord himself, which would make sense why he'd send a follower to us.
Right.
Well, there is something to think about then. He is working for a thing that can communicate, an entity of some kind. Why is it interested in our party? It seems like all it cares about is just observing death, taking something of essence from those who are dying. They could more than easily get the death they'd want. Some other party, brigade, hell, working in the Dark Lord could more than appease them.
Our plan is to kill the Dark Lord himself, is it not? What greater showing could there be to observe death than the death of a tyrant?
Death of a tyrant, and death of his empire. Killing something that's been alive for thousands of years.
It's my idea, at least. My guess is the bastard's gonna start eating souls as well. Which is going to be very inconvenient for myself.
That's what I was trying to pry into.
He's something
friend
cryptic.
is showed up.
That's good.
That's what I do with that. I think in the meantime, keep things brief. People in our party feel less, and they've been more than good enough so far. And we're always in need of hands. And one of them, at least, seems pretty capable of some kind of magic, seeing as they are literal flying, half corpse. If they prove their worth. let them
And the
go.
other one
Keep a
manifested a
close eye on them.
horse. Both sides are going to be concerning for us to keep an eye on.
Exactly. But in the shape we are, we can't exactly have any sort of official hiring process to a party. Yet we're always
Agreed.
Parties in power.
But we need to be careful, especially after what we just did. For all we know, they're still a worker, but we shouldn't involve much else. It's clear that they're not, but until then, we should still hold them at arm's length.
Exactly. I more than agree. Keep them on a short leash. Spectate their every
Exactly.
move.
What's the updates with out there?
Oh, well, the Lich is finally started to join us. He should be coming in any minute.
Finally.
Assuming he doesn't
Maybe he'll
take
start
the
carrying his
full
weight as well.
away with his giant head. Or his hammer, or anything of this size, really. I'm not sure if it really fits.
We were saying,
I see.
I mean, if I
unless you
made
have
it-
any conjections to it, those we bring him along. We're always in need of people, bodies, power, and they seem more than capable in the arcane. Though, of course,
Okay.
considering what we just went through, more than keep a close eye on them. Don't give them the space to breathe.
Right. If they're capable, then certainly. If they just waste space, maybe we leave them at a tavern or something. However,
And if they're
The way they
against
travel,
us-
people don't follow, meaning that they actually do have a more arcane way of travel. My thought process at the moment is that they have the woman of dreams and the eater of souls. One only requires sleep, and the other one requires what we can assume to be part of their soul once a person dies.
likely.
Yeah, I don't know if I said this, but I kind of do something similar.
You
Solve
fucking
one,
what?
not the other one.
That's new.
You know how I was
Explain to
breathing
me.
fire and then I overheat and
No.
you know.
Yes, I've seen you breathe fire, but
There's
That's why I just stopped asking more questions.
yeah, there's sort of like I don't know how to say it, a magical something that just kind of turns souls into heat. So sometimes
Fucking
when we
what?
kill something like the wyvern.
what?
I
Fair
swear I
enough.
said something like this before.
No.
Sorry for not mentioning this
Exactly made a
sooner.
Public announcement towards it.
I don't really need it to survive. I can go without souls just fine. It's just
Good.
that's how I power any.
Just feels the
heat.
fire.
Yeah.
At this rate,
Which
we're
is
going to be
something
removing all
enjoy.
souls from this fucking plane.
Where are they gonna go? The afterlife? Not
Yes.
exactly pleasant over there.
No, it isn't, but at least they'll come back.
This shit's all those things.
Exactly. That's how this life is. It's going to be painful no matter what, and at least we have more souls to come back, unless you want this entire realm to be empty like my father wants it to be.
It's not exactly something I'm the biggest fan of, but
We, as a group, could kill the
kinda
entire
needed to get through
population
some
of
of
this
the
world.
things.
At this rate, with how many people fucking desire souls, 4 out of the 5 of us, and then
It's not that
everyone
I
else is...
desire them. It's just helpful. I can not use it. That's fine, but it's been helpful.
Thousands die, but tens of thousands are born in their place every day. We're not going to put a stop.
Tens
to
of
the end
thousands
of life. We're
born?
gonna kill it.
Are you fucking
Yes.
stupid?
Are you
Since when were
dumb?
people able to actually enjoy that? Thousands die, and maybe about the same actually be reproduced every day. Even then, that's less. Drastically less with how times have been. Used to be like that, but that's been stopped years and years ago.
I'm sorry, Your Majesty. I apologize. I didn't realize just how fucking naive and stupid you were.
Oh, really now?
You don't think people are out there, despite everything, still having families? You think they've
They
all
are.
just stopped?
They are. I don't doubt that. But what happens whenever those families aren't able to live comfortably? What happens whenever those towns start to rubble and get to burned? Sure, there are families, but they won't be able to support themselves. Most of them won't be able to have the families of their own. It's a continuous cycle of everything getting destroyed.
Yes, it is. A lot of families starve, they die, sickness, plague, the sort of thing, everything takes them. But then somewhere there are 5 other families doing just fine.
Yes, just fine in the world that's about to end.
I think we're a long ways off of it actually just ending. The Dark Lord wants the world in some respect. Some people
Didn't
get to
you
use
hear
in
what's
some way.
happening to quite literal Mother Nature? She's on the
And we're
verge of death.
fixing it.
Yes. But what if we cannot fix it? I think that we need to
Then
put
we
that
lose.
together. Exactly. So we should assume that there is a high probability of us fucking losing.
What are we even
And then
arguing about
the-
right now? Feels like you were just bantering for the sake of banter.
We are.
Pretty cut and dry. Either do it or we don't. If we don't, we die. Let's not focus on
This is
that.
dumb.
Let's focus on the doing and achieving.
Alright.
If you need me to not use magic, I'm perfectly fine just fighting with my hands, but
Oh.
I don't know. It helped a lot with the wyvern.
We need power, we can get it.
Though, I'm not exactly too fond of eviscerating one's soul. It's a more
Neither
brutal
am
form of
I.
death I don't wish upon the naive. If it's anything, should you wish to use that breath of yours, try to act your best as a Judasaur. Only take the souls of those you think would be deemed worthy of being cremated to your flame.
It's better than how it was used in the past, at least.
If you can,
I'll keep
limit
that
the
in
amount
mind.
of souls that you consume as I do.
The most I've ever had is 3 at the same time. I haven't really tried going over, but I imagine that'll feel something greater.
At least limit yourself to the souls of animals. Small critters.
I'll try that. Is the soul of an animal like that much worse than someone who's actively evil, though?
Or if needed, the soul of that's deserving.
Last one I
Human
had
souls
was the
certainly
wyvern.
apply more power. Animal souls are pure, untainted, lack morality, and for that reason, the souls tend to be, well, lack thereof of much. Souls inherently what forms one's ego. Animals lack that, therefore, they tend to not really have much of a soul to have. But it can fuel, as has you and you. But of course, a human is far more worthy for your processes.
I can definitely do more than just breathe fire, but
Fucking idiots.
that'll take a bit more trial and error to figure out.
It's mute. And at this point, we know we need more power to do what we need to do. I just trust you to try to make the best decisions you can on who deserves to be brought into your stomach.
Oh, good. You trust them. Terrifying.
But ultimately,
I'll...
we live in an area of grays. And the longer we stand in the whites, the weaker we get. We have to dip into the parts that we don't want to more often than we'd like. And that's just how it is in this party.
And that's
to
how
achieve
this
what we need
world
to achieve.
is. Always has been.
I believe there's all to be said on that. Allow them in the party. Be mindful with who you absorb, but ultimately, I won't stop you for whom you decide to pick. We can't be picky, period.
Well, I think it's time we try and catch you up to date exactly what the fuck's been going on. You, I don't know, making your throne a little bit bigger to fucking fit your giant
The throne is the least of my concern.
Of course.
Of course. I mean, he barely fucking fit on the thing, but sure. Right, so... There were wyverns attacking your castle. We defeated them. You're welcome. Chase them over here. We've been guided by a small sprite of nature itself. Small...
The guide.
Fuck. The guide, yes. They've been showing us around. We've been following them to and fro through fucking horrible wood and terrible desert and such. Then we came across here. There was some elven bastard who was talking about research on the death of plant life and all such. We helped him research his things. We spoke too much. Turns out he was a follower of the Dark Lord, just not a insane cultist like the last 100 we've met. Tried to kill us. We killed him.
Almost killed
Now
one
we're
of our
waiting
own.
for the guide again. Indeed. Did almost kill one of our own. Almost killed a
This
huge guy.
dancing guided me here.
Go Thiago. Fucking. Let's go Thiago. But, fine now, we've taken his home. What little of a home he has. And now we wait.
What of his remains? Did you leave me?
Devoured.
Eaten.
That's good enough. We gotta use what we can.
Not a lot else we could do with it, to be honest. Think someone took some of his armor.
Indeed.
Use it for combat in the future, but that's about it.
As one should. It's understandable, given the current situation.
I believe we're just waiting again. 2 new faces. One a devout follower of death in some regard, and the other one who feeds on sleep. However the fuck that works.
Sleep? Like dreams?
Fuck if we know. They just said that they need to sleep and that's it.
They showed up today, we don't know anything about it.
They said that they follow us because they have the same acquaintance as us. And they answered with a riddle of, basically, it's just fucking death itself.
Doesn't seem like it, at least. Can't imagine death's looking upon you all too, positively, are they?
No, I despise death.
Yeah, and you adorn yourself with it.
You despise everything that you love and create. Oh, founder of soul magic.
I just believe that every life deserves a second chance at life.
Then that's
Nothing more.
hypocritical.
I believe death is just too cruel.
Then you are a fucking fool. I thought that you were greater than that. If there's one thing that life can rely upon, it's simple as death. The fact that you don't see that is disgusting.
Don't get me wrong, I don't desire all life to be immortal. Just a second chance.
Oh,
No
of
more,
course.
no less.
So much of a difference there.
Well, we better fucking pray it's the Dark Lord's second life he's living then, shouldn't we?
Exactly. Or do you want to give him that second chance? Oh, I'll revive you to give you that second chance to be better. For another 1,000 years of fucking darkness.
After all he's done, I doubt it. No.
Oh, you don't even... Never mind. You might want to go out and keep an eye on everyone. They might be
Just
getting
for the
ready
sake
for a
as
battle.
well. I know our arguments on souls and such, we are very much in agreement that if we do kill the Dark Lord, we feed his soul to every book person that can eat it to make sure that bastard doesn't get revived.
Agreed. I don't want him
Agreed.
fucking back.
Conversation. But something attacked Hudson. Something invisible. We can't quite detect it, but there's an enemy out there.
Right then. Sneaking around and being a fucking invisible bastard, that might be some help here.
Me as well.
Weapons drawn. Weapons ready. Familiarize yourself with the ones that
Outside is one foe. It's showing up and disappearing. I'm taking care of myself.
Right.
Don't worry, I'm right here. I'm just keeping guard.
Okay.
Be careful. Be quiet. Are you going to fucking help Lich? Go! I'm holding guard, don't worry.
Okay. I'm gonna put you down here. It's just be easier that way. Okay.
Alright.
Are any of you?
Yes,
No,
I've just.
Any of you undead? You're not undead, right?
No.
None of you undead. Okay.
No.
Unfortunately,
Can't believe I'm using this right now.
See.
Yeah.
Is he physically capable? He's magical.
Manageable if we can even see them or deal with them. I don't know. I didn't fight them really.
Alright. Stealth versus stealth.
Blade of the Shadow, man. Blade of the Shadow.
Alright.
The thing that I'm going around invisible is probably not the strongest thing. Like a good swing will take him out.
You know what? Or a farming time. Oh, fuck. Oh. Feather fall? Oh. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, is she fucking now?
Ideally, taking this out now or later. Most preferable, so we can just go into the track without having to worry about some assassin tracks.
Don't happen to have anyone seen the guy. Or see. Dumb question.
I know hooks now.
Quite the...
Inside, for the heals.
For sure.
Oh, aren't you smart? Why don't
Has some poeticism to it, man.
Why don't you fucking tell everyone where the healers are? Be quiet about it next time.
They already saw inside.
Oh, you fucking idiot then.
Antagonizing other people, focus on this fucking thing.
Status.
You've got
Frost magic.
Stab me right in the stomach, motherfucker.
Yep. It's gonna start forming, hurting it a lot.
Resident fucking sleeper.
Okay, now it's a bit deep. A bit longer.
Ooh, I'm going to kill you.
10, 9.
Shield works nice.
Good use of your fire. Use it to combat the ice. Or snow.
With how cold it was, I doubt I'd be able to get an upfront fight on it, but at least at a distance, the cannon would have first.
Big soul on that one, Martin. Big soul on that one.
Ah. Oh, Black Knife Tish.
Inside. It's inside.
Oh shit.
It's somewhere here with us.
It's in. Yeah, it's inside.
Ow.
Be very aware your magic is a very enclosed space.
No shit, Sherlock.
If you hadn't seen it earlier, it has some kind of frost magic to it.
Yep.
Probably not need this many people inside.
Bitch, get your ass down here now.
Come on, man. Show yourself. You sing our way too, man.
That's in. Are you perhaps able to smell it? Or does this magic hide its scent as well?
I can try. Just
Under the table! Get down!
That Both of you move out to the fucking way.
From them. No in position.
Let me get a good call on everyone, man.
So,
Damn it.
It's back outside.
He has to go visible to interact in any form, it appears. Otherwise, he would have just gone out the door.
I got the good stab on.
These as well.
It needs to go physical whenever it's going to do anything, including going out the door.
I notice it keeps stopping the people who wander off on their own, so...
It's not always true. It just goes through people that people in this book.
Huh. Bah.
Castle felt pretty safe.
Perhaps it's the cause of that elf. If they did have some way to communicate to some higher liege immediately, maybe they're sending assassins down.
I was able to smell something when it was visible. As soon as it vanishes, the scent vanishes as well.
Okay.
Good call.
To catch.
Uh,
I do wonder if it's covered in something that could force its appearance. Or if it simply just disappeared with the magic.
I think it's some sort of strange magic. I don't understand any of it.
Do you think they would leave footprints?
I don't know.
That's
I can't
the-
even pick up a scent on it. I think
that's
it
the
just
backlash. It stops existing. Completely and utterly.
By the lich!
I need more than that, man. Plug me the hole, man.
An interesting concept for a spell, actually. To completely stop existing.
Goes beyond just invisibility or illusion. Completely opposite.
True invisibility, if anything.
If the case, it's definitely a high-level arcane user. And more aptly, this can be described as intelligent.
Fuck's sake.
You believe that is?
Already fixing. Fuck's sake.
Damnable thing.
And it has to go physical to interact with things, right?
Exactly.
The shadow,
So
man.
we'll see if it goes through the door.
Last time I went through the door, it was been physical. Been physical each time.
Status, injuries. Alright, good.
We'll find out here still. I imagine our injuries will be only more numerous as time goes on.
I'm aware.
Behind you, December. Scythical lock!
That a good few hits on it. How's your tail?
Fuck's sake!
It's more durable than human skin.
It's not using its actual magic.
What do you mean it's not using its actual magic?
I tried to lock its wells. It's not using their wells. They're using something else. Pacts.
Could be someone else's.
Some kind?
Exactly.
Pact magic. Go for my tail.
Let's get rid of that lock.
He's recovering around the roots, Mon, when he moves. He's close. Got him.
Alright.
Are you going to get in there?
Yeah, no, I'm going back in.
That knife went directly into their abdomen. Okay.
They are wasting your fucking mana.
Who's behind the tree?
That knife went through my scales, so don't have too much faith in your armor.
The roots, Mon, the roots. 2 for 2.
The roots.
He's
using
taking
them
cover
to-
behind the tree.
They may have a limited form.
You fucking bastard! I'll get back to my sneaking.
Me as well.
The last thing I want to do is follow them into the woods.
Yeah, behind the tree.
As good as you think, are ya?
They hold their breath.
Interesting.
The requirements for the spell are clear. As long as they hold their breath, they don't exist.
Yeah, Asta just told us.
Oh, of course.
That means they're living, Mon. Not for long, though.
Yeah. Means we can tire them out.
Oh,
I
they
don't
can't
believe
see
you
me.
can interact with anything without peering either.
Alright. That's such Sithical Peak. Oh. Do. Bum 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 bum. Ooh, do 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 do.
Watch it, the fire!
Know ourselves.
You do rely on how long you can hold your breath, don't you? You invisible thing. Aim for the lung.
Lungs are vital for the hormone users. Is that what the bit you're going to do is? Fuck's sake, I saw you there. So that means...
Goes back to the one game we used to play when we first started this journey. Something that we used to chase after us. I doubt that.
Typical. Just died. Assassins. Always the worst to fucking talk to. You never know whenever they were just trying to be nice or they're actually just fucking idiots. Two-faced, annoying, and just fucking annoying, honestly. Alright. Oh, you fucking idiots.
Fuck. Gotta tell myself, breath there. He's not gonna go very far.
Oh, he isn't.
Shit.
Get back quick before he reappears and finishes his job. Get him back.
Definitely breath.
I see. If you can get them in that water sphere and they can't breathe, that should just...
So that'll... Because they couldn't catch their breath with the lightning. Oh!
We should get hit again in the same spot.
Yeah.
Hmm.
There's a lot of spots they can stab where I can't reach, so I'll be coming in off of that.
Should they attempt their frost bath, I'll try to clash with theirs. Casting their arcane.
Alright. They're healing, I'm certain of it.
Not once more!
Oh, that was bad.
No second spot.
You can stab many times.
Come on, show yourself.
You told me before that it can't quite redo everything. Just clutch yourself, correct?
Just clot the blood.
It does not matter.
Just bleeding out.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I got healed. Still just
Remember
felt
that
like
you
a
have 2
bitch.
vials on you. And I too may have needed.
Certainly, breath that he needs to do this.
It is
I
not
caught him
worth it.
vanishing from it.
Check around the roots. 2 out of
Actually, I really want to listen to the Frenzied Flame theme.
I promise.
It's intangible. There's no way to find a trace of it. Should an arrow be lodged in its chest, it'd simply fall off.
I'm not letting them do that.
You fucking idiot.
You have an idea. I'm not just gonna. Grab throat.
Lordling's iron!
Told you I had a plan.
That was a bad plan. You got hit.
I dodged its initial attack, didn't expect the breath when I was choking it out. Didn't think it could do it.
Oh, we're there.
It won't attack when we're together. That's the only problem.
You know what? Do I let them kill themselves? I think I do. You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna be quiet and spectate them. Because they're not fucking doing anything. They're just being stupid. I'm gonna eat some french fries while that's happening. Let them all die while I fry. Oh. That's what I'm saying. I only had like a sandwich at like 3 whenever I woke up, so I'm like a good bit hungry. Like this is my equivalent of lunch. Let's electrocute that fucking water. One Lordling's fire.
Alright. Let's make sure to snap the neck.
Told you I'll be seeing you soon, man.
Can't risk him breathing anymore.
Are they?
Oh, he's departing, man. He's departing.
They're not.
Fuck's sake.
I can never move the fire so far away.
Big greedy.
I fucking hate that spell.
There's two of them and we wouldn't know, so perhaps we don't let our guard down.
Time to go ask Sithical a question. Hi, Sithical.
Hello.
Stupid question. Would I recognize that armor where we saw it?
Yeah, these are the lower ranking assassins of the Dark Lord.
Alright. Thank you. Just wanted to check.
It's fucking big dagger.
From its corpse. Make use of what we have.
Make use of it. It's not going to do much. It's low ranking at best. Father's assassins.
Really? Checking the body, Sithical. Is there like a brooch or something on them that might show that they are belong to Dark Lord?
There is a Assassin's Guild symbol, but not one you'd recognize.
Oh, Your Majesty. This symbol,
Yes.
little brooch he's got.
Father's assassins. Low ranking.
That's what you meant.
Shit, then. You know what? No one else is gonna use it. Alright, an assassin. We need espionage.
take it.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Bastard. Right then.
What do we do?
No one else is gonna use this.
Is it alive?
I'll be taking this.
Not alive.
Dead, I'm pretty sure.
They're dead.
Is
it undead, bro?
The body's being dragged.
That's what I'm asking.
Good drag your body. Take its armor and its things.
One that worked first of the Dark Lord as far as Mythrin sang.
This confirms this was sent by him and an army.
Everybody, holy shit.
I'll take what's left, Tor.
They're already dealing with it, so you're
Despawn.
Injuries.
It was the assassin.
Hey,
The Lord, apparently. Onto this
I've
little
been left
brooch.
unscathed.
On the tail.
Shadows in the dark side.
Spare your healing. You've done plenty enough.
Continue your work,
I'm gonna
Mon.
give
It
you
will
a
be in
breath
just a moment.
Okay.
Do me a favor, help me de-armor
Yes,
this.
actually, I need to see how yours
Take
works.
his weapon, his armor.
Pretty simple.
So if we ever need espionage, someone to pretend to be a Dark Lord
I've
assassin.
increased potion blood. It's no more than
I
adjusting
think anyone better for the job than me.
more penetrative about it.
Not much left of this one, Mon.
Understandable.
People already.
Right.
Once you use it once, though, it slowly secretes more of the time.
I hate that
You can do
fucking
this
lightning.
for a day or so. Pretty convenient.
I see.
But not as aptitude as yours.
It still works, so not complaining.
So we had the longest time.
That lightning.
Yes.
These fucking
Did you
words.
jail twice then?
I think just the once.
It was just one. Okay, it was just that one time. Okay. No, I think he did the ice attack as well. I don't know. Whatever that was.
I got frosted a bit.
Spare hood and cloth in case you need.
Yeah.
Covering up.
Oh right, yeah. You. Is that from the what? The wyvern?
Yeah, blacksmith made it a bit ago.
Injuries okay?
Very.
My
Oh, fuck me.
my lower half is well protected.
Looking at it typical of my history of
I got a few weak points.
just about everything. Is it undead or what is he?
Dark Lord.
Nonetheless,
It
it's yeah, nonetheless, it's still handy to have. So.
I think there might be some blood in here still. Hang on. Gotta like do a little cut.
I haven't been using the power shield so far anyway, I might as well.
Exactly.
I think so. It's another frozen tree.
I can assume now we take
Bastard was giving himself frostbite though with the ice.
We are again. You sent this assassin.
6 of his fingers.
He's saying.
Frozen cold. Black at this point.
Must have been a finger for each cast.
Exactly. Apparently, as well, he's saying it was a low-ranking one as well.
Very.
Bearing.
Very.
Ranking. Okay.
Very low rank, I see.
Not disgustingly so, but it is not one of the higher ones.
I suppose it goes to show how much he puts the worth of us. That we're only worthy of a low-ranking assassin. And frankly, if that is a low-ranking.
I was going to say that's a bit worrying if that was a low one. Very
So
low.
weak as he has the offer, and it is much of a number to us. Perhaps he's not.
I just thought we were awake when we
Yeah, could have been worse. Could have been sleeping. Good thing they went after me first too.
Yeah.
When
My lower half too, like an idiot.
probably fucked off after it got you because it got me in the back as me, Lorelai, and us were coming back from our walk.
What are you playing with?
Roger this. Identifies him as one of the Dark Lord's assassins. Now I'm one.
For the best.
Yeah, I'm sure that's how that works.
Well, we have his armor. I am a trained killer for hire. If we ever need anyone to go undercover.
I like that idea.
I suppose.
You're right.
I mean, I suppose, but as you were saying, at least, based on what we understood of his backlash, is that he, like, loses a finger to frostbite or something with the breath.
Fucking magic, so it's open to me.
Unless you want to put it
No,
to
If
use.
it's a low
Just
rank,
saying that.
it's not like the Dark Lord's got, I imagine, extensive files of every single assassin under his name.
That is true, actually.
I know what you mean.
Okay, yeah, no.
Far too
Anyway.
much work of people he's sending to his death. Actually,
Wait, yeah,
Yago,
you
you're
were
good
talking about
with-
disguising, though. That's like a thing.
Well, yes. I am capable of making enchantment of one, though I require.
actually, I require the magically inclined of us, Yago, especially you. I want to check this. See if the brooch hasn't got some sort of tracker.
It became the Matriarch's favorite.
I did check, actually, yes.
There's the receiver distance of the tracker.
And it is being put into it. It's receiving some kind of, I guess I would describe it as signal.
So something's tracking this, or this is tracking something.
Yes.
You said receiving, which means that would be it was receiving a signal, which means they have a tracker on us. Or that other guy we buried.
Mana's being poured into it. Which would likely mean it's currently telling us where we are right now. Or, at the very least, they know where the brooch is.
Where the brooch is, I might not be as extensive as to know whereabouts specifically and who.
I can't quite detect on that level to know exactly what magic's doing. All I can inform is magic is in fact being put into it. Something is letting mana from a location evaporate.
That's at least what we wanted to know, so it's enough.
At a minimum,
Is there a way we could
it knows
follow
where
the
the brooch is.
tracker to
At the
see
worst,
what it's
it knows
following?
where we are.
We also know they were using pact magic of some sort, right?
Right. I suppose that is possible, but again, I don't exactly have a very keen level of detection. Only just some for manipulating souls and mana for enchantments. All I can really tell is it's receiving mana, but an exact directional location, that's a bit more of an ask.
I could. I have a very far-fetched. So if it's a enchanted item, doesn't that mean it has a soul in it?
Well, in a way, it's a bit odd to explain.
Do you think if I ate the soul with it? Do you think if I ate the soul in it, I could tell what I was trying to do?
They already ate the soul. The soul's already gone.
The soul in the brooch.
There's a soul in the brooch.
Apparently counts as a
That's
tracker
how
of some
enchanted
sort.
items work.
Try.
I've never
This is
really had one eat an enchanted item, per se. I can't honestly tell the
Problem is, this would be good to keep around if I'm questioned. It'd be nice to have on hand.
I'm not saying eat the. I'm not gonna eat metal. I mean eat the soul in the metal.
Certainly not agitated with you, my friend.
The enchantment is still
Hypothetically speaking and such.
Someone stabbed me in the back.
Or a farming time.
You're a good hunter.
You did get stabbed in the back.
Like
and the front.
animal
and the
hunting,
abdomen.
but specifically not killing the thing.
Yeah. Good thing I don't need to breathe.
Good idea. This brooch is going to be very useful. If we can use it, we can trick the Dark Lord, we can play his games, we can fuck around with people, and if it's still working, in case they do check if I go undercover,
Let myself get soft.
it adds to the alibi even more. However, I don't really want to take it to where we're going,
I was
for
promptly
obvious
disappointed
reasons.
the other day, so I
So,
would like to avoid that
assuming you're not listening, you little brooch motherfucker, I'd like to try and attach this to an animal. If any of us are pretty good with animals, I'd like to attach one to one, go do our little thing, and then when we leave, be able to come grab it again, take it with us, throw it onto another one, sort of thing. We've got Revna, she's a druid, right? Animals love her ass or something, right?
I don't think it's quite like that.
No matter how it works, don't fucking touch magic. If not,
I would have no idea.
I can try fucking catching a bird, maybe.
I mean, did we ever consider the fact that that brooch could just be used to receive information about us? Like
We don't
a
know
person
that.
to track her.
We don't quite know what it does. It's doing something, receiving some kind of mana, but
Then we should
I'm not
probably
certain
just
if I can
break
find
it.
the deeper meaning of what it is.
The
We also try
reason
to
why
think
he's...
or possible
In case he Yes, in case he wants to go.
So it takes us somewhere. I don't fucking know that. No one explained it. I don't know
In
how
case he
magic
wants
shit
to
works.
use the armor and such to be able to go undercover as said assassin, which I'll be honest, it's not a bad idea.
You are
I
a
feel like
mediocre
Flair doesn't know he's
children's book
dead.
at best. But fine, we'll play your game. Right. I need mana in the brooch. Shut up. I'm doing your thing, right? I'm doing what you're telling me to. Apparently it
Speaking with
fucking,
Book,
it's not what we think it is. Apparently it's meant to lead us somewhere. A camp maybe? Who knows? Point is, I need mana, and I've got so little it would make a child laugh, so feels willing to hand over a little bit.
I got no souls in me. I'm not
Shut the
burning
fuck
mine
up.
for it.
I will use you as toilet paper if you keep speaking.
Talking book, understood, okay.
God, you are so fucking bossy today.
Useless. If it wasn't for me, I think a lot of us would be far more nearly dead from this fucking.
How long has he had this?
This book, since we've known him, he has his secrets. If you wish to know the greater deep because of the master himself, but I promise he'll give you a very in-depth answer.
I'm not expecting one, just the first I've heard him talking to it, so.
He doesn't exactly like the book.
I like my inside bits. I don't want to
I can tell.
Sometimes.
That as well. Mm.
So looks like I've actually used my morning. God, how lonely it is.
Do you need clean up?
No, I'm fine. I transferred mana.
Not you.
Let me physically just.
You can?
Benign. Oh, you meant.
That is a stupid question. Yeah.
My bad. Yeah, probably referring to the bloody one, huh?
Yeah. Alright. Seem relatively clean, all things considered.
Do your million letters of I not let you see? Fucking ass.
I would never talk to you like that.
Give me a minute. Right, so we were being. This entire building was tracked. Is that what we're getting? Right. Who fucking knows? Who knows? Right. In all your infinite wisdom, now we have a brooch that is a one-way receiver. We've destroyed the tracker. And is there anything we can do with this in your all infinite wisdom and genius to maybe, I don't know, fucking help us? So we're using this almost like a distress beacon. Huh. I see. How am I gonna know when it goes off? I think I know what a fucking surge in mana feels like. Oh, well, if you're gonna be talkative every time it happens, then I welcome it. Just don't go suddenly silent and then tell me I haven't helped someone, and I'm an idiot for not doing so. Right, mutual beneficial, yes, whatever, right? Are we done? I find our little talks witty and fun. I enjoy insulting a book, I don't know. Alright, that's enough. You can shut the fuck up. Alright, fucking, you're going back on the butt. Don't hear another word of it. Go to bed. What?
Anything that we should be aware of?
This is a brooch from the assassin that was outside that we have killed. It was a tracker. However, it was not tracking the brooch. The brooch was tracking something else. What is now in absolute fucking pieces and shambles and dust on the floor here was the tracker. Turns out these are used by your father when your father or people related to him want someone killed. They place a tracker somewhere in the building, likely like this tree, and it sends out a surge of mana to the brooch, telling nearby assassins to come slit somebody's throat.
So we should get moving.
No. Not quite. They can't track through that. They place trackers down for the assassins to find. If I keep a hold of this, and there is a surge in mana, the book helps me or someone else in the deciphering where it might be if it's close enough. Anyone the Dark Lord or those that serve under him deem worthy of assassination could be a worthy ally.
True.
Acts as a sort of makeshift rescue beacon for us.
But I was saying we should get
Also-
moving due to the fact of the surge. I doubt that would just be one assassin that heard it.
Likely, we would be wise to move sooner rather than later. There might be one more, they might stop considering the brooch is now gone, and not really anyone else will be able to find that thing. Point is, we have some way forward. I've stolen the armor of the assassin individual. So if we need to sneak into a camp, I have the brooch, I have the armor, I have the weapon.
Isn't the armor of the wearer way taller than you?
Well, if we run into our friends at the dwarves again, we can get them to change it for me. Nothing a good blacksmith can't sort out.
Aren't they?
Then we have a
very
blacksmith
far
in our
away?
group.
Of a blacksmith. This is the first time hearing of it. Boom.
The woman with the crystal eyes. The magic.
No, I don't think she's no longer with us.
Oh, did she leave? Oh.
Well, fucking, we have an entire castle and a Lich King who rules over it. I'm sure one of those undead skeletons.
I mean, if you still want to take like a walk, I can go with you.
It's alright. We don't know if there will be more. It will be best to stay close to everyone else for now.
Yeah, getting stabbed in the back is kind of a mood killer for a walk.
You can say that.
Only for a walk? I would have thought
Getting
that. I was
stabbed
thinking-
is kind of a mood killer, yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like that guy. Everyone's like, oh, look at his dagger. It was a fucking sword. It was like
No,
this
look.
long.
Yeah, it's like, oh, look, oh, I'm going to hold my breath for about a minute or so, show up, stick this long sword through you, and then go back in again. It's fucking horrible. And I'm not even saying that in terms of like getting stabbed, because it's one thing with getting stabbed, it's another thing of trying to heal that multiple times,
this ember.
and then even having to heal. What? But he's just checking. I don't know. Yeah. Either way, yeah, not fun to heal those kind of wounds where it goes where it's just too deep. We were actually. Yeah, he's not moving. I'm going to assume he's not fucking walking alone. I'll check on him. Yeah, I'll check on him.
It looks like a puppy watching the door.
What?
Look at him.
Which one?
The giant beast at the entrance of the tree.
Can I be honest with you?
Always.
The only dogs I've ever seen are those undead wolves.
They're not all like
So I was
that,
really
promise.
confused.
It's kind of cute, you know, in a monstrous sort of way.
He's just sitting down.
Yeah. We can see that from here.
Seems like we're well and sorted with the brooch.
So he
then.
told me.
It's going to be mighty useful, I dare say.
Agreed.
You find anything out more about it?
Turns out it wasn't that the assassins were tracking it. They were using it to track us.
I was
Inside
fucking right.
the tree. Congratulations. A round of applause for you for getting that right. Truly.
Thank you.
Spectacular.
I'm very smart.
You don't need to be nice.
Point is, inside there was a beacon of some sort. Not sure when it was placed, if it was placed before or after we arrived. That these little things get a surge of mana in when they're nearby. So the idea is I will hold on to this, I'll hold on to the armor until we can find a blacksmith that can, you know, whittle it down to my height. And from there, not only can we use this as a way for me to get into certain places, maybe bring a few others with me as new trainees, I don't know, we'll make up some bullshit as we go. More importantly, we can look for areas where people that have gained the Dark Lord's ire and are considered threats enough for assassins to be sent. We can go help, possibly gain a new ally.
Recruiting.
Certainly a possibility.
Something that can work.
Whatever.
I'd very much like
Doing
to
that
find a
all the
slightly
time is
bigger
going to
assassin
just
area
hurt
if
us
we can,
in the long picture of
yeah, let's get
things.
some armor for the big guy. He'd blend in easier. Another brooch would do.
I mean, that assassin was about his size.
It
He's
was.
slim though. Oh, and I'm breaking the damn thing.
Jakes, come here.
That was the blood thing. You wanna fucking...
Yeah, I'll help.
Why, thanks. It's a very, very useful ability.
If only it helped me.
Right then, any wounds amongst us? Imagining we're all sitting here just fine.
I
Not that
got
I'm aware of.
stabbed 4 times.
My injuries all
you
healed.
did heal yourself back, right?
They're clotted.
Yeah, okay.
I think we're fine.
Yeah.
Right, I know I'm playing hero.
If there was anyone playing hero, I would give them a coat's clothing, so... Ugh.
He's got a new lantern.
How do you know it's new?
Because it's shaped different than the other one.
You remember that?
Yeah.
It's
That's a watchful eye.
Congratulations on your new lantern. I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut.
He's like he can do much else, to be honest, so... Oh, you got a grunt from him.
Oh, yay.
I was going to say, is he not much of a talkative type?
Nah, he's not spoken since I've known him.
He does hum, though. Quite a nice tune.
Good to hear.
Oh, well. Does it really matter what he hums or if he speaks or not? He's a bloody good fighter and a mighty good shield as well, so...
Hey, did that assassin have any clothes on underneath the armor?
Very good question.
Maybe some, like, undercloth. You want some? I thought this was a fashion statement for beauty.
I don't own any clothes.
Yeah. He could do it.
Corpses, you could... Fucking, yeah, the cloth, you know what, fuck it, just hand it over to him at this point, yeah.
If you guys need to use it, you can have it, but I mean,
No, it's fine.
between
No,
the
it
last
is-
guy and this guy, I could probably have enough for an outfit.
Need to find someone to sew it together.
Sewing is like stitches, do you know?
Maybe? I am not the right... I am not the person you should be asking, I'm going to be honest.
I mean, yeah, sewing and stitches are similar things, but it's more fashioning an outfit, that's the issue.
Pretty much.
Just because I wear this shit doesn't mean I could make any of it, you know? I got
Hmm.
the hood, maybe I'll push.
We'll figure something out, us.
Why do I stick around here?
I wasn't listening, I'm
That
so
is-
sorry.
Sewing? Clothes?
I can't hold a
Oh,
needle.
yes, yes. I know a bit, but nothing advanced.
No, sewing aside,
I can start working on it.
my head feels like it is losing power, so I'm going to go inside.
Oh my god, you're running out of mana, don't die.
Alright.
What?
What?
Why are you staring
I just checked in. I'm sorry. I'll do it this way, I guess.
Don't make me feel bad.
I wasn't trying to. I'm sorry.
God, look what you've done to the man.
In shambles.
I apologize. I didn't mean
I
it.
have a heart.
You do?
He's an undead man. It's already fragile enough as is, and look what you've done.
You really, both of you,
I almost got
gang up on
stabbed
it.
in the heart.
Honestly,
but
I'm
it
more
was
surprised that he
wild
actually
today.
has one.
Oh yeah, I have one.
They just don't
Born
work right.
with it.
Hmm.
Oh,
Does it
crap.
work? Does it beat?
That silence is not really... Ah, there it is.
Right.
I had to check.
So what was that magic you were using? Like, I know I was saying stuff before, but you shot like... I don't even know what that was.
Colors.
Purple. It was colors.
Soul Flame, man.
Soul Flame.
Oh. I see.
It's kind of overkill if you think about it.
Each their own, man. Each their own.
I have a question. Why are your fingers so long?
Actually, no, you make a great point. I mean, I was gonna ask why they were floating.
Those are claws, but like, look at those things. Do that again. Do it again.
As you say, style, man.
They're fucking massive.
Oh, beauty is pain. Suppose you fucking stretched your fingers beyond belief for the sense of style, but walks of the look.
You could say that, man. Close enough on that.
What you did earlier, you fed on his soul, did you?
What was left of it?
Yeah, like 3 people tried to steal that man's soul. I don't know what's wrong.
Yeah, no, it's concerning how.
Well, some of us need to live. Some here for their own reasons, and you are aware the afterlife is the worst thing. Worse than here, right? Like it's the worst place to go.
Well, no, I've never died.
Nah.
More than you know, man. More than you know.
Also, it's actually a pretty nice place generally, as long as you're a good person.
No, the tales go that apparently the afterlife is eternal torment and suffering no matter what you do. There's a lot of scumbags in this world now. No promise of a paradise after you die.
There was a while whenever it was a
Just
nice tale. A nice tale of green pastures where you could rest. But after the Dark Lord came to rise, he even corrupted that by the sounds of it. Eternal torture to everything, even after your death.
It's not the stories I was told.
Then you must be told the very old stories.
I mean, of course they're old, that's how they're accurate. I don't think some guy angry over his wife is affecting the heavens.
He is. Unfortunately, he is.
I wouldn't. I think you got a lot to learn. Do you know there's an Assassin's Guild out there? The name slips my mind, but they are in such firm belief of how bad the afterlife is that when they go to kill people and they get a hit, they make the death as painful, as insufferable as possible. The absolute worst torture. They kidnap them in the dead of night, torture them for weeks on end, make it slow, make it methodical, make the man lose his mind. Because they believe that the afterlife is so terrible that they are doing them a service in preparing them. By destroying their mind already, they can't exactly lose all hope in the afterlife. And so when they transfer over, they've already lost it. Nothing else to lose.
That's dumb.
It's
Just making it
a
worse.
psycho way of going. It's a psycho way of going about it. But fuck me, are they good at their job? I once had a client.
Bella, they usually talk about once you die, you kind of have to go through trials. Just prove that you're succeeded in whatever life is. You know, once you pass those trials, you get to go to a place where you won't be hurt. I like that better. I have a feeling the story about eternal torment is made up so the soldiers don't kill themselves from serving the Dark Lord.
Maybe.
Perhaps.
Let's convince enough people to do bad. There's no need to act good for the salvation of yourself, so... Who knows? However...
I never focused on... Oh, no, you go ahead.
We do have the evidence of the undead. You revived someone too late. They're never the same. I'm not sure on the specifics if it's an hour, weeks, days, but you take too long. And what comes back is a husk of the man that once was. Deprived of sanity, thought.
Okay. If you need me, come get me. But right.
I won't.
I'm going to put these clothes by the other clothes.
I never
And they
was.
that return from death are completely gone. Not the person you once loved anymore.
I never was one to figure out what my father was coming up with for stories to everything to rebuild and whatnot. He just wanted to destroy it all, and I followed him along with that. I was more of the military, though. Making sure that people knew how to fight, make sure that people knew when to strike, all of that. Even then, he took more of a lead. I just sat back and prepared myself for it.
It can be pretty hard to break those trials with that kind of story.
You're acting like those are actually real, though.
I think they are. I can't think of a better way to run the afterlife.
That's because you're not one of the ascended ones that run it. If it was as simple as that, where us mortals could comprehend, then it would have been already ruined, tarnished.
The way you make it sound like it already has been ruined and tarnished. So
Exactly.
I think that...
That is the power that hatred holds, does it not?
This is way different than the afterlife story I heard. So.
And let us hear yours.
You turn into blood.
I think it's
You
called
turn into blood. So when you die, what remains of your soul, your spiritual self, just turns into blood.
And then that blood goes to the next. Like little babies and stuff.
Well, to be born out of blood and then to die of it, I suppose. What about you, Thiago? We're discussing our theories on the afterlife. What do we believe happens when you die? Any beliefs you wish to share with the class?
What a nice uplifting conversation after facing death, huh?
Oh, and we have one of his servants to try and confirm or deny anything, or he's just going to be quiet.
He likes to speak in riddles. I imagine should we ask, he'd probably just say something all poetic like.
Oh, of course.
What happens?
Time and place for everything, Mon.
My bad. Can't really say I know it happens. As someone who manipulates souls, I've seen lots of physical interpretation of what happens when the body goes out. So I've meddled with it, mended it to weapons. But as to where that goes... Guess I didn't put much thought into it. I like to imagine somewhere nicer, at least. Souls contain a part of everybody. You can still feel one's personality, their ego, inside the soul when they passed on. And And so if that personality part of you is going somewhere, I'd imagine you'd be doing something. Maybe there's a plane where souls can take proper form and you simply continue on in a next life. Or maybe that's just a solid in me speaking who wants to think that there's at least somewhere nice to go beyond once I finally meet my end. If I ever do.
So I tend to write. That's what I was usually told in Bella. They make it sound like when you die, you just get tortured for eternity, which is just feels like a stupid way to run things.
Isn't it hard to believe? You can see it on Earth. Find a soul, take it, and torture it all you like. If I can do it here on this plane, who's to think I can't do it on another?
Life is like the trial, where you determine if you're right or not, if you win or lose. And when you die, that's when the judgment happens, and you get to the ending. I think it's as simple as that.
It's a common belief a lot of zealots. Those who are practitioners of ascended ones and other spirits. No, admittedly, since they've been gone or in hiding of the Dark Lord's recent reign.
Alright. Oh!
People speak of much
Oh my god, thank you, Snim, for the... Oh my god, that scared me. Oh.
I think it's just a good idea to, keep it in mind at least.
Any reason that you're hiding here? Not used to people in this group sitting by themselves.
Some people call it a fool's errand.
Not in particular,
In the
just
bleak world, trying to find any sense of happiness anywhere.
existing, I suppose.
And I assume you don't wish to join that conversation over there.
Some might call it a way of just gaslighting yourself to continue on.
I find that most of the conversations that happen are rather dreary.
Very nice map.
And
I
what
think
conversations would you rather?
Have you given your say? I can only imagine you have something very
Only more interpersonal, but I doubt that you're the type to share. You have plenty of secrets, I've seen them.
Oh, you've seen them? If that's the case, then I don't think that there's many.
What the common populace believes.
You said that you wanted to go on a walk. Would you rather that so if we do go into those, it's not spouted about to half the group? Pardon. Apologies.
Perhaps at some point.
Considering this man uses soul fire, I'm sure there are great fires of green and purples engulfing people, torturing them for all eternity.
Do you know where the
to
river
make them
is?
lose their minds.
No, personally, I don't.
Yourself, those that come back from the undead, if they're not revived quickly, lose themselves. They are a fragment of what they once were. Mad in the mind, they
I
attack
see
their
it's going
violence.
on.
In a moment's notice, they don't know friend
As
from
always.
foe. From living, from
I'll be right back. I have a
unmoving
feeling
objects.
it's over there.
They just
Wouldn't doubt it.
Feeling.
That's the only area that I haven't
So,
been.
I believe that once you
You can
die,
sense
you go to
rivers.
the afterlife and you suffer.
Impressive.
Incredible,
No, I
actually.
can't. I'm
Grabs
just
your
making an
corpse and maybe
educated
your
guess.
soul,
Actually, it's
stuffs
just a
them back
guess.
together.
Not even an educated
If
one.
you've already lost it at that point, then who knows what you do.
I spent some time in that direction and I didn't see one. No, it could just be my powers of observation failing me. That's entirely possible too. I'm going to shut up and go check the river.
Alright. Come on.
Right. I mean,
Walk rather than just sit around in front of a door.
been killing people for money for about 10 years, give or take, at this point, so.
On top of that, at least if someone takes a walk, it's not going to be
Wow.
met with them dying mysteriously in the woods by themselves. I hope that you're not going to do that. No, you don't seem like the type to do that.
Die mysteriously in the woods by myself.
No, to try and kill me. Mysteriously in the woods by myself, of course.
No, I have no interest.
Ah.
I'm very useful alive. Not that I think I could take you in the first place.
Oh, of course. You don't need to stroke my ego in that.
Well, it's true. I mean, you don't even take damage from what I can see.
I can. It's just... try not to show it that much.
And how do you manage that?
Do you know... I already told you... how do I phrase this in a way that's not terrifying? Are you aware of how runic magic works? Embedding it to someone's skin,
Yes, actually, it's similar to blood magic.
I have a similar situation to that. 300 years ago, whenever everything began, I now have runes etched into my person to keep my youth of sorts. Not my will. Father wanted
Someone
that.
put them there.
He wanted it to be normal whenever her mother returned.
Where are they?
All across the body. I make sure to wear long sleeves for them.
That's fair. Less people ask questions when they're hidden. Suppose I can relate.
Now onwards for a conversational piece. Like you said, interpersonal. And at least let me hear an example of it rather than just pondering that much.
Sure. Suppose I've always been curious what your motives are.
I believe I thought that I told you all of them. Very simple. Make sure to bring my father down, and after that, figure out the world, make it better, however we see fit.
Yes, but why? Isn't it more beneficial to you if you were to just join up with him? He is winning. Nothing wrong with that.
Yes, it would be, but that would be the easy way as well. And I unfortunately never like it easy. The more deep way is that I believe that my father actually has lost his mind. His delusions of my mother. The real goal is never going to be obtained, so might as well cut him short before he tries to go forward.
Well, you'd say it's for his sake that you do this.
No.
Not your own.
To hell, to his sake. His sake would be actually continuing to burn the world and make sure to fight down the Ascendeds and make sure that they don't live.
Yes, but you say he's losing his mind slowly. That is not an image of him that you would like to see, I take it?
It's something that he always had. I don't care for what. Believe it a mercy if you must. I believe it as a necessary cause for anyone else in the world.
That in and of itself could be viewed as a mercy.
Indeed, and I don't want to make sure that I don't want to be seen as some individual with that much empathy towards a man that's killed everything and anyone that's dared to step 10 feet in front of him.
Not even if he was your father.
He lost that title long ago. The most I use it is just for that entitlement that comes with it.
And why stick it out with a party that threatens you so often?
The best choice.
Is it?
You are the one group that has killed a Dark Paladin. An impossible task. Sure, it was briefly replaced after. But it's still a chance, rather than a shot in the dark with nothing. It's the only group that I've been hearing that hasn't been shot down and murdered and flayed within the week.
So if there were ever to be a group to get close to the Dark Lord, it would be this one.
My personal thought exactly.
Well, good. Then at least we're both in the right place.
And I believe that's only fair for me to ask the same question back to you. Why are you here, if it's going to be so risky?
Well, I'm not really interested in slaying the Dark Lord. I'm looking for someone.
Oh, is that so?
Some bastard decided to up and leave. My sire. I can only assume he went looking for the Dark Lord himself.
Is that so? How curious.
Unfortunately. The question remains, though, whether or not it was to rejoin his ranks, or die to them.
So your plan is, once you find him, probably join his ranks once more.
I'd like to kill him. Be free of him.
Good. I wanted to make sure that you are in that mood. I don't doubt a few people here would have just joined him instead, so I'm proud
It is
of you.
easier, as I said, but it makes no difference.
Exactly.
He doesn't really seem that nice, so...
Oh no, not at all. Miserable. Miserable, really.
There's plenty of that here. I can't imagine how bad it is there.
Honestly, the main difference is that as long as he's not in the room, a lot of people tend to enjoy themselves. It's just the moment that he enters, it's the air of melancholy. You're not able to enjoy yourself, you're not able to even talk, more times than not. His war council at that is just miserable unto itself.
He's got such a large name, it's easy to forget sometimes that he's just some evil tyrant with a following in a place.
Exactly. It's
just like any other king.
It's just a strange perspective. Especially with how long he, as an individual, ruled.
Right. I appreciate your insight. It's easier to grasp when you've got a more realistic understanding than
But of
some evil
course.
overlord.
I'm always willing to elaborate if people just talk.
Yes.
Just
so
don't
is
expect
going
me
to
to
learn.
spill my guts all that much. They've already been spilled more than enough.
Fair. Just, don't know. I think it's rather unfair, the way they treat you. Though,
Oh,
I get
really?
it. I get the weariness.
As I said, I more than thank them for actually being careful about it. If they just let me in, I feel like they would have just died. I just wish that they held everyone else to the same pretenses.
Right. Unless we find ourselves in this mess again.
Indeed.
Sometimes I wish these paths were longer. You know, for a large forest shrouded in fog, there are surprisingly little places to go.
Have you checked down this valley?
I've not only seen us to jump down it.
Oh, really? And he's still alive, so that says that wonderful things about it.
You and the angel seem to get along rather well. Thought that was surprising.
It surprises me just as much. She has a similar mindset to I.
And what might that be?
I can't phrase it properly, but she... Whenever you try to get rid of something, she does the same as I, if that makes sense. A few other things in common as such, and she's just easier to talk to than most. Maybe it's because she's far too trusting, but she's nice company at that.
Understood. I'll try to find some time to speak to her. She's a bit difficult to get a hold of.
Unfortunately such.
And bright.
Oh, terribly bright.
Can I get your opinions about the Lich King?
He's a disappointment. I always remembered him whenever I was younger, wanting to find my equivalent to him whenever I wanted to fight. Because I watched my father fight him in the past whenever he invaded here, I made sure that there were no interferences with that battle. And then I failed because of that damned mage and the blacksmith that came with them. And here they appear 200 years, 300 years in the future.
The one from the huts the other day?
No. It's a mage with white hair, a bit spikier. He's now a dark paladin, but that's neither here nor there.
Yes, he's rather soft. I get the impression that Zeno doesn't like him very much either.
May I remember who Zeno is? I don't remember much names. I cannot blame anyone for not liking him. He's, as I said, just disappointing. I expected a grand mage that would be able to actually fight. Instead, I hear someone that wants to give every life a second chance. Someone that has identified himself and made sure that he was molded by death. Hating death. Disgustingly hypocritical.
Indeed. Sometimes I wonder if it's truly what he feels, or if he's telling people what they want to hear, thinking that it'll improve their impression of him.
I think it might be the latter, unfortunately. Either that, or he's too delusional to actually realize anything else.
Maybe. Definitely the softest Lich King. Not alone the only Lich King either than that. So then, you want to do what? When we get rid of the Dark Lord?
I haven't thought that far. As I said, it's going.
That's the most fun part. Why do we
Oh,
do
really?
anything?
If anything, at the moment, all I really can think of is his war council will throw a fit and so as long with his followers if there's not a proper heir. I plan to take the throne and try and do as I see fit from what I experience out here. Leave it up to chance to some extent. Either I improve it or let it continue to burn. Only time will tell.
I do wonder what there will be left to save at the end of all of it.
I doubt that there'll be anything to actually save in the first place. It's mostly rebuilding past that point. Something that Jaxeth doesn't seem to understand either. He's still... Thousands are born, tens of thousands are... thousands are killed, tens of thousands are born. I don't think he understands how the world actually works in that regard. Says the assassin, and thinking that it's actually hopeful as that.
Well, perhaps it's exactly because he is an assassin that he doesn't get it.
Perhaps. And as to you, whenever you're free from your sire.
To be seen. I suppose maybe go home. Clean up the mess he made. Rebuild, as you said. Invite those who don't have a home any longer.
Oh, so charitable in that.
It's for selfish reasons, I assure you.
Oh.
I just don't want to be alone.
As I said, whenever there's rebuilding, there's always going to need others at the side, and I doubt that many people here would be welcome back to wherever they hailed from. If there's anything left in Prior Law, you certainly do have an invitation if we succeed.
Oh. Thank you.
But of course. You're one of the few people that actually like to speak here, rather than speak to or speak down.
I try. Though I will admit my opinion of our party has soured as of yesterday.
Is that so?
Seems I am a creature to be put on a leash.
Oh. Oh, is that why that occurred?
Indeed.
Ugh.
It's fine. I am very likely being overly sensitive. And in a situation where the world is at stake, I should just set aside my differences.
Differences is what make us us. Us. Putting them aside would just make us lose our minds.
I suppose you're right. I play nice because it gets me places. It's not to say I don't enjoy the company of some of you. But it would certainly make traveling harder if I didn't try to make friends.
Oh, of course.
But you have to. And I'm sure you would understand that much. You have to play nice. Or you get stabbed.
You have to find all the good sides. And unfortunately, those like a hedgehog don't seem to fully accept that.
Hudson?
Yes.
He's a bit rough.
Yes, in the worst ways. He doesn't seem to understand much beyond fighting and eating.
No. And is glued to the other one's hip.
Indeed.
If he goes missing, he goes off the wall. It's interesting. And I wonder who will hurt who first.
I think we already have the answer to that if we're going to be asking those hypotheticals.
You want to play spats?
Oh, do you now? I'm more than willing.
I think she'll be the one. Honestly.
The one hurt or the one doing the hurting?
She will hurt him.
I was the opposite, so I feel like we have a mutual bet there.
Then we'll see who wins.
Oh, of course. Both of them never talk either about anything, so we'll also have to pry into that some other time.
Another game to play.
When isn't it a game?
Fair enough.
Considering this all a game makes it easier to eat, consume of sorts. Just breaks it down into smaller bite-sized pieces. It's something that I had to learn. It's something that my father taught me very early into the project, that as he called it. He framed it as a game whenever I was younger.
Perhaps that is something to attribute to his success, then.
Perhaps.
I'm going to look for Raven.
Oh, of course. I'll probably be going out soon. I have a voice trying to talk to me every now and then, and anytime that I ignore it, it's always annoying.
That's another question.
Of
You
course.
do talk to yourself quite a bit. In the horns. What's all that about?
A pact of sorts. Something simple as of the sorts, trying to make sure that they even out the playing field. There's a few other secrets of the sorts that I have personally tied to myself. A lot of knowledge, a lot of locations, a lot of people, a lot of entities. The pact that I speak of in particular was one of intelligence for me. Have you ever heard the theory that magic of other planes could be dragged into other ones?
Sure.
That's one of the key aspects of that. I was theorizing it whenever I was younger. I think it was 100 years ago. And thought that was a worthwhile investment. So now I have the fires of the demon realm on my side.
Interesting.
Of course, it has many downsides, but those downsides are far and few in between, beyond him just badgering on.
They must be useful enough for you to still have them, or want to use them.
Indeed.
Impressive, I suppose.
My thanks.
This is not me stroking your ego.
Oh, of course.
Though I do find that flattery gets me rather far.
Oh, it does. Don't get me wrong.
Like a solo walk in the woods.
And both of us returned unstabbed in the back. A wonderful miracle, if I do.
You better not.
Thank you for the talk.
You as well.
I needed it.
Rest easy, I'll probably be retiring in a moment.
Very well.
Any signs of anything while we were gone?
No. I went looking for animals and I couldn't see anything that would stay close.
Of course.
If it's more assassins, they probably would have been sent at the same time, or so I'm told. Plus, they're invisible, so I wouldn't have seen them.
It's dark.
Yes. And
How to find it?
I think I'm mistaken.
Might be inside there researching.
I don't think I'm eating souls. I think I'm eating something else, because I watched everyone else do their thing. But none of them went for the heart.
Curious. We'll figure that out then. I'm going to poke my head in and then go back out.
Good.
Is anyone in here? Hello? Ugh. Of course.
Weird question. I was told you're good at hunting like small animals to like drain their blood. Do you think you could bring me the dead animals after, or is that like a really weird thing to ask?
It's not that weird.
Alright, I'm going out for a walk. If either of you don't find me within the next inserted long period of time, assume me dead and gone.
I'll check for you, it's okay.
Alright. So this was our Dominion of Fading today. I don't know if there's anyone else out. Oh, there is. I ain't gonna metagame that interaction. But, I want to thank you guys so much for stopping by, and thanks Snim so much for the subscription. I think that was, like, the first one I've ever gotten, so that's, like, ooh. But I hope that everyone enjoyed their day. I'm considering still going to Eden. I don't know if I will, or at least not for the entire session, because I am feeling so out of it today. I'm probably gonna blame my very backward sleep schedule for that one. You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna quote unquote perch on this tree for a moment. Yeah, I'm probably gonna just I'm just probably gonna sit down and take it easy for the rest of the day. And work on muddle stuff, because I need to work on some of that. But I hope that everyone had a fun time today. Tomorrow is going to be break day, either that. I also, actually, while I'm thinking about this, a lot of my RPs are going on break starting this week. I believe that is... Actually, yeah, no. It is like every RP except for this one, and Tempest is going on break. Technically there is still... Oh, I fell through the world. Technically there is still the bi-weekly sessions of Grim. But, yeah, that's going to be something for us to sort out in a bit. I might start streaming a bit more and try and stream some games. I have no games really in mind. Games. Infinite games. But no games. So, yeah. Per usual, I'm just going to do a real quick cheesy Discord thing. We have an invite in to our community Discord in the announcement or on the channel. Feel free to stop by. I talk about RP stuff and just general stuff in there a lot. I hope that everyone has an amazing night, and I will see you all next time, probably Tuesday. Have a good night.